Immortality technology, artificial muscles for robots, a robot chef that prints food on a 3D printer, combat robots, and other high-tech news in today's one issue. So, here we go. The startup Digital Food is working with engineers at Columbia University to develop a chef robot that can print food on a 3D printer and immediately cook it with a laser? The robot is completely autonomous and just needs a recipe and some time for your dinner as input. The machine knows exactly how to create the food, slice it, fry it, boil it, and perform other manipulations in strictly defined sequences. Researchers have already tried cooking a printer-printed chicken with a laser and compared the results with a traditional way of cooking. The results were quite bearable, but the development of the robot continues. Japanese robotics companies are taking over the world. Mujin, known as the Land of the Rising Sun, is opening its first office in the US, registering the company Mujin Corp. Mujin's flagship product is a universal control system for any robot. The company's controller uses a real-time perception, motion planning, and universal control to create robots capable of handling complex logistical tasks. The entire solution is designed for rapid deployment and is reliable, affordable, and requires no coding or training of any vision models. It can control any robot arm using machine intelligence, which autonomously plans and perceives movements without the need for human intervention. The DARPA Subterranean Challenge took place in the United States. We'll tell you about the most interesting robots of the compilation, as well as about other robots for the underground exploration in the next coming issue. Engineers from Stanford University in California have developed artificial muscles for robots. The new shape memory polymer resumes its original state after being stretched or compressed by heat or light. The artificial muscle developed at Stanford are stretched to a stable, highly elongated state, which allows them to release large amounts of energy when they return to their original shape. And as a result, the stretched material, when heated, can cause the energy to lift a weight that's 5,000 times the muscle's own weight. Another area where this development becomes interesting is the cost. For 1 kilogram of artificial muscle for robots, you only have to pay $24. Engineers from the Tianjin University in China used 4D printing to create a robot that curls itself into a tube and moves in a given direction. Also, the robot can climb a hill and even drag a load uphill. The bot is based on a rectangular sheet of liquid crystalline elastomer printed on a 3D printer. When you place the sheet on the surface, it's heated to above 160 degrees Celsius. The sheet collects on its own, curling into a tubular shape. The change in shape over time adds a fourth dimension to the process of creating the robot, making it a 4D printed product. Advanced Farm Technologies has raised $25 million for robotic fruit pickers. The startup has already developed a robotic strawberry picker and now wants to adapt the technology to harvest apples. The Texas Strawberry Harvester, a robotic strawberry harvester designed to work alongside hand-picking crews, automatically detects and picks ripe strawberries with a soft grip. The purpose-built machine consists of several robots that can withstand the rigors of the outdoors, with computer vision and machine learning technology to navigate the fields and pick fruit autonomously for up to 24 hours each day. And Project Mineral is trying to change the entire farming system using advances in robotics and artificial intelligence. By combining data collected in a variety of ways, from satellite imagery to weather data to soil information, the team is trying to create a complete picture of what's going on in the field and using machine learning to identify patterns. A robot created by the company also roams the field gathering information all at the plant level. The robot, with a solar-powered electric motor and machine vision system, continuously photographed the plants, recording their growth and development, as well as reactions to changes in weather, watering, and fertilizers. Project Mineral is systemizing information to increase yields and expand the list of crops suitable for cultivation in different regions. Bill Gates' Green Technology Fund has bet on Silicon Valley agricultural robots. The startup Iron Ox said it received $50 million from Breakthrough Energy Ventures. The company uses robots that are integrated with a hydroponic system, causing the system to use 90% less water than traditional farms. Now, a 1,000 square meter greenhouse, a robotic machine named Grover moves pallets of basil and another robotic arm inspects them. Sensors monitor the water, nitrogen levels, and acidity. Any excess moisture is pumped right back into the system for additional use. Now the company is building on a new 50,000 square foot greenhouse. And Jeff Bezos recently invested in the Immortality startup Altos Labs. The company's researchers expect to discover a way to extend human life by at least 50 years. In the long term, total immortality. The startup is now focused on studying the aging process and developing technology that will be able to change human cells to defeat age-related changes. The research is based on the work of Japanese Nobel Prize-winning scientist Yamanaka Shinya. We'll keep an eye on these discoveries and keep you up to date. The British government has published a 10-year plan to turn the country into an artificial intelligence superpower. Britain plans to compete with the US and China on this topic. The National Strategy for Artificial Intelligence involves training in AI, encouraging local companies working in the field, and attracting foreign investments to it. Support measures will affect many areas, including energy and agriculture. Interestingly enough, the government decided to turn its attention to artificial intelligence after the most promising British startups in the field, such as DeepMind and ARM, were sold to American or Asian companies. But hey, better late than never. Israel Aerospace Industries unveiled the REC Mk2, an unmanned platform that can assess its surroundings and fire machine guns even when the engine's turned off, meaning it remains unnoticed by the enemy. The multi-purpose robotic vehicle can support infantry in different phases of combat. The REC's Mk2 with a hybrid engine has a payload of 1.3 tons. The robot's equipped with all-wheel drive and overcomes any obstacles in its path. However, so far it's not autonomous, but controlled by an electric tablet and can be equipped with 2 machine guns, cameras, and sensors. The REC's Mk2 is equipped with a situational awareness system, which includes optoelectronic sensors and radar to gather intelligence for units on the tactical front. Airbus unveiled an updated design for its flying electric cab. The company promises to make the first prototype flight in 2023 and hopes to complete certification of the vehicle in 2025. The next-gen vehicle has a strikingly beautiful design and very mediocre performance. Perhaps this is how the company is trying to dispel illusions about the real capabilities of aeromobiles. The 4-seater electric City Airbus Next Gen takes off and lands vertically. It will be able to fly up to 80 kilometers on a fully charged 60-kilogram lithium battery. The flight speed will not exceed 120 kilometers per hour. These characteristics are 2 or 3 times lower than those claimed by the company's competitors. At the same time, the California startup Craft Aerospace showed a 9-seat plane for intercity flights with an unusual design. The front wing connects to the underside of the cockpit, forming a kind of rhombus that ensures clean airflow underneath the plane. Also at the rear of the wings are several blow flaps. They expand and curve downward to redirect the airflow when vertical thrust is required, or retract to continue flying at a certain altitude, and as a result, the aircraft can take off vertically. Piaggio Fast Forward, a subsidiary of Piaggio, has released its second robot, a compact version of the Gita cargo bot named Gitamini. The Gitamini's shape and features remain the same as the full-size Gita. The robot consists of 2 large wheels, a central compartment, and a machine vision system that it uses to identify and track its owner. The Gitamini weighs 13 kilograms and can carry up to 9 kilograms over a distance of 34 kilometers. This here is an interesting comparison with the Gita, which can carry 18 kilograms but only travel 19 kilometers. By the way, the Gita robot itself is already working at the Seattle airport. The mobile ordering service, dubbed Order C, delivers food to those waiting in line, carries things for passengers, and can also take a turn or a parking space for you. FamilyMart will open 1,000 autonomous supermarkets in Japan by 2024. The company's stores use cameras and systems with elements of artificial intelligence, weight sensors, and electronic payment systems. To enter the store, customers will have to install a special application or undergo biometric identification. Opening an autonomous outlet costs 20% more than opening a classic store, but the costs are reduced as soon as you factor in operating cost of labor. Kalashnikov is developing a smart automatic rifle with elements of artificial intelligence that will help to accurately aim and shoot. According to sources, individual elements have already been created. It's about complexes with algorithms based on artificial intelligence, which can almost completely automate the process of identification, aiming, and target tracking, as well as the execution of the shot itself. The concern plans to offer the Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation to open a research and development base in order to turn the finished developments into mass-produced products. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and don't miss any new episodes from the world of high tech.